What's going on, everyone? Tuesday, we're here, we're live streaming Cubed. Love to talk to live streamers about their business, why they're live streaming, and particularly today, we're going to be talking about community, which is a wonderful and such an important aspect of growing a business. And we will also be talking about taming the tension for happier, healthier humans with Wendy S. Wiseman. She's an amazing personality, an amazing expert. She's been doing this for a long time, and I cannot wait to bring her out. So we're not going to delay the process. We're going to bring her right out, and we're going to get right to it because we only got 30 minutes. Here we go. Welcome, Wendy.
Yay!
Yes.
Hello, everybody.
Thank you for being here. Your energy is infectious. I think we're going to make an amazing show today.
So excited.
Yes. So we're going to get right to it. We're taming the tension, but we're doing it with the community. We're doing it through community. And this is what I want to know all about. Tell me all about how you're building this community.
Well, let's just take a step back because I was falling apart before I even hit 50. And, I just felt like I didn't have any significance. And, I was just like falling apart. And I'm like, you've got to create a better world by becoming happier and healthier. So now my whole mission is creating a better world together as happier, healthier humans, because when we simplify our health and happiness, it radiates and ripples forth and creates a better world. So I am blessed to be here on LinkedIn with so many people that are helping generate joy and spread the love and spread kindness like confetti and build community and build in public and encourage others to just help create that energy that heals all of us and heals the planet.
Yes.
Makes every day more enjoyable too, right?
Absolutely. If anybody knows me, knows my background, I'm all about healing and helping others. That has been my passion, my purpose for over 20 years. And this is just another extension of that. So this is why I was so drawn to you, your personality, your profile on LinkedIn. You reached out to me first and I'm like, ooh, this is wonderful. This is someone that I really want to get to know. We jumped on a Zoom call and here you are. Boom, boom, just that fast. So it was really great. And again, just knowing all about you, learning about you, watching you, caught your live stream on Friday. I do want to talk about your frequency of live streaming and how you're bringing all that energy to all those people to make them more happier, healthier, teaching them skills, encouraging them to pursue that happiness within themselves.
Absolutely. Hey, Trevor's here. Welcome, Trevor. First of all, I've got to shout out Trevor. He is hugely encouraging a lot of us with the Hotness Unleasher show. He and Gretchen Skalka were on her show, The Flight Attendant, this morning. They were live streaming about live streaming, like we're live streaming about live streaming. And we're all building this community on this new LinkedIn that isn't just a resume site anymore. It's this wild new frontier, and we're doing experiments. The Yay Day thing, first of all, let's all take a break for our shoulders and ourselves to boost our health and happiness. Any coach will tell you you've got to use your big why. And for me, it's put those arms up to the sky, extend that energy through your fingertips, up through the top of your head. That's your big why. Yes? Feels good. Now, if you reverse that and put your arms down in a big A, oh, that feels good too. Finish it off with another big why. That's how you put it on a yay in your day and refresh, renew, revitalized so you can go back to doing what you do, which is usually down and hunched over and crunched forward. So the more you use that, the more yay you have in your day.
I love it. That is so wonderful, positive, uplifting, refreshing. We all need that. I tell you, I hear you with the shoulders hunched forward, looking down, the phone, the keyboard, whatever it may be. Oh, it just takes it from us, and we need to get it back. So thank you, everyone that is tuning in. I'm so excited for you to be supporting this conversation with me, Wendy. Julie, I see you. Let's go ahead and get to the chat. I don't want to dismiss you or ignore you because you are so important to this conversation. So hello, Julie. Thank you for your beautiful comment. What a delicious midday boost with a kid.
Yes, I just saw that.
Love.
Yummy.
Yes.
Yummy. I love
Saturday
it.
night. Thank you for being here, girl. I appreciate it. You're always so supportive. Always the best mod ever. Juana, thank you again. Yes, meet Wendy. She is amazing. We need some major pain relief. We sure do. And yes, always wonderful to see you, my sweetums. You are so sweet. She's a live streamer too, Juana. You're going to come back on this show. So I can't wait to have you. And as we continue the conversation, I can't wait to see who else pops in, because this is a great conversation full of life, full of energy. And our intentions are here to just encourage others to focus on their happiness, find their purpose, uplift others, and build communities. That is so important. I think this is such a big focus for 2023 for so many entrepreneurs, business owners, just realizing the power of community and how it really benefits their brand. It really benefits their business. And it shows a new side of giving back to others, using that energy for others and not so much for focusing on themselves. But that's just my opinion.
And you have to know that social engagement is key to our thriving as humans. And community is key for taming your tension. You see, it's all related, because when we're social and we're sharing, that helps us not be so alone and bundled up. As humans, we're stress hoarders now because we don't do the zoomies and shake it off. Like our dogs. Yes, hello, Max. It's National Pet Day. Come on up and say hello.
Yes, we were talking. Hello.
Also good for taming your tension. This is the love of furry friends. Yes, we all have
absolutely.
But yes, on to my community, happierhealthierhumans.com. You can come and check it out, ungated, no email needed. You can sign up for notifications, or you can join and become a member, building a wonderful community collective that is creating a better world. I go live every day with short sessions called Taming Your Tension Today at about 9:33, broadcast cross-platform and archived here and on YouTube at Taming Your Tension. You can find me at Taming Your Tension most anywhere. And you're invited to come join and contribute. I bring people on the Yay Day streams that I do. Fry Yay Fiesta is the new version of something that started last year after a few coffee chats, when I was like, yeah, I should do a Yay thing because it's Friday for some people and Saturday for others. So I should just do a Yay Day. And that's how that happened. And if you watch those replays, you'll see how messy it can be to start this. So don't feel bad, just start.
Yes. Okay. I mean, and there's a few things to start. Start your live streams. Don't hold back. Don't wait for the perfect opportunity or for everything to be falling into place, because that never happens. So I'm going to go ahead and give myself plug before we get too far into it. I'm holding a masterclass next week, the 20th. So we've got 2 weeks. I hope people sign up. We're going to be that's my here's the QR code right there. The masterclass. We're going to be talking about enhancements for your live stream, how to boost that live stream. And I've got so many ideas and so many great tips and strategies to share with everyone. So hopefully will join me next Thursday, April 20th. So it's going to be a good time. It's a private stream. And then we'll have a private VIP get together in Zoom where we can have the question and answer portion and kind of just interact with each other. So, well, I'm going to leave that QR code, but back to you, Wendy. I just needed to share that. I will giving that information as well. But
let me do another plug. Since your live stream, your event is on 420, I want you to know that yesterday I released a 10% off, 410 for 10% off joining the community, and that's good through 420. So
Ooh,
just another little
smart.
plug that
Can
locks into the lifetime of your membership. Now, did you see in the comments, Trevor is live streaming this live stream over on his profile page too. I love
Wow.
the layers of this live streaming that we're learning as we
Oh, yes,
grow.
yes. Let's go ahead and put that. Thank you, Trevor, so much for supporting, again, this conversation, this live stream. I think you know me, I love to encourage people to get out there, get on camera, turn the camera on. If you haven't done so in the last 3 years, where have you been? Because the camera has become our friend, and we've all learned the power of the camera, if not by now. It's a great way to get to brand your business out there and just get people to know who you are, the real you. There is no hiding, there is no editing, and that's just one thing that I absolutely love. So Kidney Trails, Anthony, I know that's you. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you coming in and stopping through.
Juana's asking me a question about social media contributing to all the depression and anxiety beyond just being hunched over, which, you know, that's all interrelated, and absolutely it does. There are people paid a lot of money to engineer it that way. It's designed for distraction and for feeding these responses that provoke us to spend money. that you know, it's all about big money. When we get depressed and anxiety ridden, you know, we protect our heart by curling forward beyond just slouching in modern life, everything being designed down and forward. It's a natural response to protect our heart and to do this. And it gets very heavy and very heavy. Social media, all of the judgment, it's designed for us, you know, we're making judgments faster and faster and faster and faster and faster. Brennan Burchard talks about this a lot. The amount of time that we spend scrolling social media and making those judgments, it's training us in a very unhealthy way that is feeding depression and anxiety. So it's super important to use your tool and not let your tool use you, and to design your life so that you're simplifying the healthy happiness with the defenses against all of this, you know, modern living, technological, you know, all of the electromagnetic frequencies, and we're cut off from the earth. I sit here with an earthing pad, which is for grounding, to help discharge some of that energy. And I go outside barefoot, and it's just really important to curate your life and your living and know that you need to defend yourself against these things. They're tools for us to use, but they're also using us, as we know. And unfortunately, it is contributing a lot to the rising suicide rates and to a lot of mental health challenges for many people, sadly.
Yes, wow.
But it's a powerful tool for spreading joy and uplifting people out of that as well, which is what we're doing here. It's how you use those tools, which is why I've created a tension taping toolbox with a fabulous community of happier, healthier humans, because we need these reminders. You know, every day is different, and we're different throughout the day, every day.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Juana, great question. Thank you for asking that. Chat, if you have any questions for Wendy, please do what Juana did and throw those at Wendy. I want to know. This is not for me. This is for you out there. And we're here to learn together and really, again, reinforce what you're saying about how we can use social media and different mediums that we do, different ways that we can use social media, such as live streaming, to connect, to build up people, build up our communities, expand ourselves beyond the graphic or the text post, because that can only work for so long. But really, it's that interaction, it's the visual, it's the sensory, it's all those components that really bring us together and can really grow and uplift us to get through. And you know what? Let's talk a little bit about entrepreneurship, because that is a lonely journey. It could be, it could just take away all that determination. It can just deplete us so much of our internal resources. So that's something we do have to combat constantly.
Yeah.
So how can we do that? How can we try to save a little bit of our mental health or physical health to stay a better, more happier, healthier human?
By doing this, And you have to have that support. I mean, I've been live streaming for quite a while. It started on Facebook several years ago in a community. My mom was really active. She was one of my only supporters. So when she passed, I kind of dropped that because it was too difficult to even keep going there. It was hard enough to keep going when she was the only person giving me some feedback. Now with my daily lives, I rarely get anyone going on at all. And you have to have that inner strength, but you have to have this community like Trevor here and these other people in the comments that are supporting us, that we can have messages and coffee chats with, that we learn and grow. I'm chatting with some about, we teach one another. We're by design creatures of mimicry and learning from one another. So as a solopreneur, you can't go it alone. You have to have the support of others, whether it's a mentor, a coach, a community of people, all of the above, preferably, right? We need that. Every one of us, whether you're an employee, a leader, a CEO, a service worker, whoever you are, you're human and you need community and support and sharing.
So true. So true. I've always said that it only takes one person, one pet that can really change and get us through those most darkest, difficult times. Yeah. So imagine having a community of pets, a community of furry or scaly or crittery. Yes. But so much more as friends and colleagues and peers and those that understand the inner workings of running a business and doing the type of work that we do. Yes.
And that this brought me back to one of my themes that I'm talking about this Friday at Friday, the Friday siesta. It's midday, 12:33 Pacific, so 3:33 Eastern and other times around the world. But it's a social thing. We all come together. But one of the themes is celebrate. And another we'll be talking about sugar, because these are things that I'm posting about around. And then anything you want to talk about. But celebrating is key, especially in those moments when you don't have the community, which is never anymore that it's 24/7 global, right? You just got to reach out and find somebody to talk to. But celebrate your wins. Love yourself. Give yourself a hug. It feels good.
Everybody do it right now. Give yourself a hug.
Yes, give yourself a hug. It feels so good. Appreciate the little wins. Now, some days that's just waking up, breathing, and alive. Maybe you have to celebrate that you got up and made the bed. Maybe it's, God, I didn't get that thing done I wanted to do before this live, but instead I'm celebrating being here, sharing with all of you and the things that I have gotten done. I mean, look at that. That's pretty impressive. Look at this simple health formula. I made a 3-phase formula with the foundations: move, meal, mind, and the activating phases: attention, activation, adaptation. How do you integrate these things into your daily living so that it becomes a part of you instead of another thing you have to do? Appreciate the fact that you're committed to growth and to thriving instead of just going through the motions and being alive, doom scrolling, right? Yourself. Go ahead, applaud yourself. High fives, hugs, whatever it is. You're awesome. You're doing great.
It's so important. Sometimes we want it externally, that validation, but we have to have our own internal validation, and we have to make sure that we're taking care of ourselves, and we know that it needs to come from within, and really remember that, even though it can be so difficult. And like you said, Wanda's question about social media and just having all these external sensory, the visuals, the things we see, the things we hear. Yeah, just kind of understanding like, okay, that's not going to, I have power over myself, right? And I have to accept that power, and I want to take ownership of that power. And what can I do? And I love the wise way. I love that your framework that you've come up with and that you share and that you teach. Yeah.
Accept the fact that you are amazing. Especially on those days you don't wanna, those days that you're beating yourself up. Just, give yourself extra love then. Or have reminders like that in your face.
Yes, 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 yes. Oh, so important, so important. So I love that you really do focus on that and that you help people learn how to let go of that tension and to really honor themselves and how to love on themselves and find that empowering. I'm all about empowering others. And I just love that, the work that you're focused on and how you're doing it. So thank you again for being here.
It's not easy. It's hard. It's a labor of love. If you knew how many times I almost gave up this year, the past 3 years, I mean, I could start crying right now just thinking about it because I'm very, I'll ride those emotional waves instead of getting dragged down by them. But it is not easy. You talked about being an entrepreneur. You talked about, the solopreneur, the struggle, it doesn't, if you're a worker, every minute of every day, it is a wild ride we're on.
And you don't know what's coming when.
So that's why I don't have happy, healthy humans. I have happier, healthier humans. How do we be happier and healthier in this moment, no matter what shit is being thrown our way, no matter what we're trudging through, no matter what horrible thing happened or what's going on? Don't watch the news endlessly, because that is just, going to actually deteriorate your health, mental and physical. It actually will create dis-ease within your being.
Absolutely. And Julie, I love her comment about community makes all the difference in both her business and her personal life. And I couldn't agree more. That's why I was so excited to talk about this and have this conversation with you, Wendy, just because I can see how you help others individually, independently, and yet still create the structure of a community so they still have that added extra support. So it's not really just based on the community and finding what you need in the community, but it's finding it within yourself first, doing what you can for yourself first, and then being able to share that, which creates all the more vibrant and energetic and supportive and loving community. Yes. We know this. It's a lonely road, the life of the solopreneur. We do. And the pets, yes, the bearded dragon. She's
bearded dragons.
Dragons. Thank you for sharing that. Pet day. Love it. We all have different pets. But
because there's many different kinds of cuddly, difference is key, and diversity. Absolutely. And inclusion. Hey, we're all about it. Equality, what you were talking about, is something, the variety of community, whatever. It's variety is key, whether it's your movement throughout the day or your engagement with the world around you. Today, I challenge you to notice things around you in your daily environment that you don't necessarily generally notice, because there's a lot more everywhere. Find those little bits of joy, in addition to putting yay in your day.
Right. So I got a question, because yay in your day can be difficult for some. And I know that we've already talked a little about depression, anxiety. So how can we find within ourselves the energy to find the yay if we haven't made it to that point?
Great point. And not everyone can physically make the big why either. So This brings me back to the 3 keys that I talk about in almost every live thing that I do. And one of my things is terrific tension taming tips that you have with you anywhere, anytime. That isn't something you have to do. You don't have to change your shoe, put on shoes or take off shoes or get on a mat or go to a certain place. You have all you need here when you remember to use them. So 3 keys that anybody, anywhere can access are: breathe. In through the nose and out through the mouth stimulates the relaxation response, right? You don't even have to close your eyes, just tune in. And you might notice that you're breathing shallow. So can you expand that? Breathing in, you open, allow, expand, accept. Breathing out, you empty, let go, release. And by doing that, you refresh and renew. It's like the tide coming in and lifting up the particles of sand and then rolling out, and they're redeposited. And again, it's refreshed and renewed each time. And it moves the necessary water and nutrients through your cells along with movement, right? And it is a movement even in stillness, breathing. Key number one. Key number two, just as simple and easy, not always. Smile. The act of smiling, activating those muscles in your face, stimulates relaxation, good responses hormonally and in your system as well. Once it took me like 9 times to turn that frown upside down, but I was committed and determined to pull myself out of that funk. And it really literally hurt to turn that frown upside down. But when I did, I could feel the energy go up the back of my spine right there, right here, right now. But when I did it, I not only felt better because of the action, but I felt better because I did it. Damn it. That was hard. And I did it.
Right. Good point. Wow.
Now, key number 3 is enjoy. How do we generate that joy? Right? You can use a lot of tools. You can use movement, bouncing, but you can always tap into a memory or a thought. Use the power of that thing. That don't give it all that control over you. Use it, right? Using your tools. Mastering your mind. Access memories that bring you joy. Is it a person? Is it a place? Is it a thing? Is it the sensation of eating that ice cream cone or something that you love that fills you with joy? Because when you think about those things, it stimulates the response within you, right? That's why actors and athletes and folks healing from the loss of limbs, they'll use the mental imagery because it actually does have a profound effect on your body. We aren't separate body and mind. We aren't separate pieces and parts. We're an intricate organism, an ecosystem.
Wow. I love it. Those are 3 wonderful keys that anybody can figure out what works for them within that framework.
Yeah.
And having those and learning and establishing those for themselves so they can have that to go to when they need it.
That's what this is about. It's not a cookie cutter formula. It's about finding what works for you and what you're going through when you're going through it, which is different every moment of every day for every one of us, right? But it's your choice. Do you want to be the poison stagnant puddle over here with, mosquitoes and disease breeding, or do you want to be a fresh bubbling spring over here flowing and going and growing and feeding life?
Yes. I know I want to be the bubbly spring, and I have smile lines. I don't have frown lines. I have smile lines because I love to smile and I love to share that energy. So, Michael, thank you for being here. He's got a question. I love this, Michael. We got Wendy. She's gonna give us her take on Michael's question. Define community. I'm not sure I have one. Interesting. And I would also like to encourage you, Michael, to give us a little more. What do you mean by you don't have one? Do you not have one for your business? Do you not have one that you feel personally engaged with and supported in? I would love to know more, but we can start with the definition of community, which is a great question.
Yeah, well, I mean, at first, my community, my online community, was tagged as a tribe. The Tension Taming Toolbox Tribe. I love acronyms and alliteration, in case you didn't already know.
I do too. Yes.
But then I learned that tribe had fallen out of favor, out of respect for indigenous peoples and cultures. That tribe, it had been trendy, but it was no longer so trendy. So I had to go through the whole branding thing. Team, squad, crew, people, folks, who's around you. You live in a community. Your country is a community. So community means a lot of different things, but what does it mean to you?
Interesting. Right? Very good. Yes. No, I agree. My definition of community, yes, you could have your business online community where you're providing a service, of course, but then we have our own personal community, which would include those friends, those people we go through during the darkest, hardest times that we can really count on. They're more than just one person, but it's multiple people, I think, that you could consider your own personal community. The maybe like the 3 to 5 people that you know that you can count on if you have a need, a specific kind of need, and you have one person that can really help you through that, to identify, to process that need. So for me, that's a twofold definition, whether it be the business community that you are providing a service to help others through their needs, or you have your own personal community that you've created that those are the people, the individuals that you can really rely on. How's that sound?
I'm doing this search, and it's 3 types, 7 types, 5 types of community, interest, action, place, practice. Or if we think about it ecologically, like I was just talking about, your body being is, your community of cells. So there's a lot of different applications here. A group of people living in the same place or having particular interests or characteristics. 2, a feeling of fellowship, common attitudes, interests, goals. So there's a lot there. I'll be diving deeper on the whole community.
Yes. Well, I want to pull up Michael's comment because he responded. He says, I work from home, not self-employed, live in the suburbs where we all keep to ourselves. I do understand that. Very small circle of friends, and I don't feel like I'm communing with the people around me.
So find some people that you resonate with online. Like that's what I'm doing here on LinkedIn with the likes of Trevor and now DeeJae that I just met last week. I left San Francisco and I left that community. I'm in Sacramento, a more suburban place where I don't really have that kind of community. So I'm creating it in other ways. And you have to be proactive in all of these things. It's your health, your well-being. And the resources are vast now. We're blessed to be living in this time, where you have 24/7 access to someone because of the global community. It's fascinating, but it can be challenging. You have to figure out, go back to your big why. And I'm not talking about arms in the sky, the one coaches always talk about. Your why. What do you want to grow and nurture in your life? What kind of people do you want around you that are going to support your dreams and your vision and your goal? Find it, make it. I'm here to help.
Yes, no, I agree, Michael. When I'm thinking and pondering on your question, it's like the things that you love to do, where I say hobbies, I use that term loosely, but that kind of already kind of gives you, points you in a sense of direction of things that you're very interested in, things that are not work related so much, but they're more of your own personal enjoyment. So that's what I mean. And then finding those groups, whether online or if you prefer the in-person contact, if you prefer being able to jump in your car and go and interact with people in your own community. So really creating that. And yes, a small circle of friends is wonderful. So that's at least some level of support. But yeah, I agree. The community can bring that added secondary level of support as well. So
what he just said about spending too much time with the wrong people, that's a really hard one for a lot of us. A lot of times we have to make that hard choice of setting those boundaries in our own best interest. And, either limiting or even sometimes removing those toxic or unhealthy relationships or environments or practices from our life. And it gets really difficult when it's people that we're close to or that we're in close proximity to. But it's about your health and well-being. Yeah.
Or the conditioning we've been conditioned to, that that's part of it, or this is normal and I just have to suck it up, buttercup kind of mentality. So no, we don't believe that here. Yes. Michael, have you hugged yourself today? Put those hands up. Yay.
Sometimes you have to be a community of one. I've laughed a lot. I'm like, people are like, who are you talking? I'm like, oh, my favorite conversationalists, me, myself, and I.
And your doggy in this case, maybe, perhaps.
Yeah. I'm just, there's a lot going on in that dirt there. And there is, if you think about it, the whole ecological standpoint. So expanding your horizons in just the way you perceive things and what you see as possible. And there's a lot of us here to help with those explorations. I mean, you're surrounded by tons of coaches. I've got a lot of free tips and trainings at happierhealthierhumans.com in the top tension taming tips section.
Okay, and people can head on over to start.tamingyourtension.com.
Get on the list.
Get on the list, get all the goodies, all the info, all the tidbits.
Yay is coming in May. May is for yay, so there's a whole lot more yay coming your way in May.
Oh, wow! Can we just appreciate Wendy's energy and her personality and just this vivaciousness, please, for just a moment, everyone? This is just too amazing. So, wow, 30 minutes goes by so quick, Wendy. Michael, thank you. Thank you again for sharing with us and bringing and contributing to this conversation. We really do appreciate it. Every one of you matter. We see you. We hear you.
And I'd love to have a conversation with you. Go to calendly.com, Taming Your Tension, to book a call, or just send me a DM. I'm open to connect and have conversations with real people.
Yes. Yes.
But no, real, authentic. Let's just talk about it. Hey.
Yes, and I want to recognize Trevor's comment as well. The hotness unleashed, sir. Wow, that's hard to say for me. I'm so sorry,
Hotness
Trevor.
unleashing hotness. That is the show on the go.
That's a mouthful. Has formed an ad hoc community vibe. It's loose and casual, and I love that.
About supporting others. Shout outs. That started last August, I think, and it's grown and given birth to other ventures, and now it's a monthly, and you'll meet amazing people and learn about incredible, inspiring individuals. And you can check it out on YouTube. The Hotness Unleashed show, right?
There we go. Quick plug for you too, Trevor.
Taming Your Tension, the Hotness Unleashed show.
It's great. And there's so many communities out there. Like, there is a community for you. So if you find yourself in one that you're like, I don't know if that's okay. Keep moving. Don't give up. Yeah. Your community is out there waiting for you. There are all
coffee chat conversations and message with people and interact in the comments. That's how you kind of feel it out. Be like, yeah, that tone isn't so for me. No thanks. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes. Follow that intuition, that instinct. That is important as well. Salty, I saw you in the comments. Thank you so much. I appreciate you for popping through, and thank you for being on Twitch. I love Twitch. Okay, all right. So we're going to wrap it up. I told Wendy we would keep it to 30 minutes. It just doesn't seem like it's very possible, even though I've tried to make the intention of making it. But we're at about the 40-minute mark, so I'm going to give myself one more plug for my masterclass coming up next week. We're going to be talking about enhancements for boosting your live stream, the value, the engagement, just like here today. I've got to go solo. I got to go solo. I was talking to Wendy about this. I'm going to have to interject some solo streams for myself, something that I do want to challenge myself on. Growing. And I'm a firm believer in growing and just not waiting for till it's perfect or till I'm ready, because there's no such thing. So with that being said, please check out my masterclass. Join me next week. And let's not forget about Wendy. That's why we're here. Wendy, thank you so much. Your community seems amazing. It's on Circle, the platform Circle, which is an awesome platform, similar to the Mighty Networks, where my community that I'm building, that I'm creating, is on. And you have so many things. So tell us a little bit about your community. You have the free area. You also have the paying member exclusive VIP area. So give us your quick little plug for your community.
The get ready and the get going areas are free to everyone, ungated. You don't need an email address. You can come up to the upper right hand corner and sign up so that you get email notifications. The free area has all of these top tension taming tips, little infographics or mini courses. The 30 days of me that I'm going through every day in April is here. You can download the PDF and do it on your own, or sign up for the emails. Great tips. Then in the community, there's chat areas, and then you can choose greater levels of working with me for specific things like shoulder pain and tapping into my neuromuscular myofascial movement therapy knowledge and movement as massage. For more personalized progress, that's the top tier, the personalized progress path. So there you have it. A lot of opportunity, and it can be free or it can be as involved as you want it to be.
Great job. Thank you so much. Once again, let me flip us here. Thank you for everyone that tuned in to catch Wendy support this conversation. It's always a joy to have a guest and to learn about them and what they're doing, particularly for those that are really helping and healing others. Julie, look at that. Sweet, sweet love. I love it. That's so sweet. Thank you, everyone. Trevor, it was great to have you in the comments. Michael, it was great to have you in the comments. Mackenzie, Juana, Aunt came by. If I missed somebody, I do apologize. But we're going to wrap it up. It was just a wonderful, sweet conversation. Wendy, you are live just about every single day, so you can get all kinds of Wendy any day. She's out there with her inspiration, her motivation, and her helping and healing heart. So we're here for you. All kinds of wonderful people out there. Next week, I'll be back with another wonderful guest. But for now, we're going to say goodbye and we're going to close out the show. Don't forget about my masterclass. Please sign up. Thank you so much. 420. Yes. If you're not doing anything on 420, join me. All right. Bye, everybody.